Well, greetings, YouTube model people. How's it going? Okay, coming at you here with a stash update. It is Monday night, November 2nd, 2020, United States of America, Election Day Eve. So, yes, very interesting timing here. But anyway, got a stash update with all kinds of stuff. We have supplies, we have display items, we have some kits, we have some minis, we have a little bit of everything here. Most of this stuff, I guess, or a good portion of it, was obtained in Hobby Lobby. And what's funny is I went to get this stuff on a Saturday, and it happened to be a time when Hobby Lobby was running their super duper store-wide sales, 40, 50, and even I think even more than that percent off certain things across the whole store, which I didn't realize that at the time. I was able to go in there, and it was pretty busy, but it usually is busy on a Saturday. Didn't seem out of the ordinary until I turned around and looked at the line that was basically wrapped around the entire outer perimeter of the store along the back. I mean, I don't know how long that wait was in line, but I would say it was at least an hour and 20 minutes. So I couldn't hang out for that long. Basically, I had my shopping cart full of goodies and just ditched it somewhere and went out of the store with great frustration because I found everything I needed to get very easily. So it was kind of frustrating. But I went back a couple days later during a end of a weekday when it was much more sane, and we still had some good sales. So anyway, that was quite an interesting experience. I've never seen the store that busy unless it was like around Christmas. But anyway, so here's some of the things we got. Again, some are going to be interesting, some are going to be boring. We'll get into I guess, the boring stuff first. Paints. Needed a couple paints. We needed gloss black paint testers, and we needed semi-gloss black. We had 0 in our stash of gloss black, and we had about 2 drips of semi-gloss black. So now we're stocked up, and we're good to go there. Certainly popular colors, for a lot of genres of model building and for painting. Something I really like, I think the brand has changed, but basically the product is the same, are these hard-tipped cotton swabs, I guess you can say. So here's the smaller of the two. I've got 2 of those because I use them more. The smaller of the 2 sizes, and then 1 pack of the larger size. So again, I like them and I use them quite a bit, along with the traditional cotton swab. I keep them over here, and I usually load them up with these others as well. So yeah, that was good to see those were in stock. Let's see what else we got here. Give you a couple weird items. Foam blocks in the floral department. So this one I most likely won't use. We might try it out to see. More than likely I will use this one. It's much easier to work with and to break into. But this is supposedly, or hopefully I should say, going to maybe be the base I'm going to create for my Meng USS Missouri ship to set it on a water base. So we're going to kind of carve out the shape here, set it in there, make it waterline, and then of course paint the top to be water. So, between one of these, we'll see how it goes. I don't know if either one will actually work, but we've done something similar in the past, so it just makes for a very big mess. That's all when you're doing it. This stuff gets everywhere, both types of foam. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. I don't really have a clue as when I might try to do that. Probably a day where I realize that I'm not doing well with my model building and things are not going too smooth. I'll probably pick that up and play with that one. I had some completed models, car builds, and such, so I picked up 3 of these display cases. I like these because they're clear all the way around, bottom and all the sides, and they also are stackable, and they're actually relatively cheap at only $8 a pop, and with the sale and all that, it was even less than that. So these fit up to the 1/24 scale cars. So they changed brands. It used to be a different brand that carried these cases. And well, if you just take a pan over here, you can see I got all kinds of cases. I got the small one there. We got the one that's the 1/24 scale down there. And then we have these big, large ones for the big rig and the monster truck. And there was a lot of glare there, folks. But so I use quite a few of these. I like them. They work out very nicely, and they're not that expensive, as you can see. So here's a weird item. But as some of you might have seen, I had an update on my hobby room improvements and cleaning and decluttering and getting it all ship shape, all that good stuff. And I had a shelving unit that I found in my neighbor's garbage that was in pretty decent shape, but was looking for something for shelves. And I'm not saying this will be my permanent solution, but I happened to just see these by accident right on the end of an aisle in, again, Hobby Lobby, are these cake boards. Now they had one package of plastic ones, but they were a little bigger than this. And when I went back to the store the second time, they were gone. So, but yeah, these are basically 12 by 12, and they're just slices of cardboard here. And again, you know, when you buy a cake, a lot of times it's on a piece of cardboard, right? That inside a box. So this is what they look like. They actually look pretty cool. Excuse the mess and the movement here, but when putting the cake boards on each shelf of this metal shelving thing, you can see that they fit perfectly for one, and then they actually look pretty decent, you know, at least for now. So I was quite happy with how well that worked out. Again, just something completely random. More supplies. Sorry guys, we're hitting all the supplies first before the kits. Since I'm getting more into mini figure painting, Reaper minis, and hopefully full-size figures shortly thereafter, I decided to get what I thought was a pretty nicely priced $6.99 set of, you know, palettes. You know, so I can mix paints. Different ones, different types. These clean off and everything. I'm going to be using, as I say, I like the Reaper acrylic paints. When I did the ice troll, I just used a piece of flat styrene and was mixing my colors and highlights and such on this. But with this, it'd be a little easier and a little better, I think, than using this. So yeah, again, for the price to get, you know, a set of 4 of these, a little small one and then a bigger one in the back, I thought it was pretty cool. All right, folks, up to kits. Saw this on HPI Guy. I was surprised how big it was when it's finished. But I thought this was something unique and different. I like unique and different, as you know. So we picked up this dude, the Continental 10-Speed Racer Schwinn bike. And it was funny because I had 2 friends of mine. They both had this bike. It was pretty cool. And they bought it almost exactly the same time. And it looks like a pretty neat kit. It comes with a lot of little accessories too. All this stuff: mirror, child seat, headlamp, thermal bottle, you know, a tool bag, air pump. The cool thing is the vinyl seat. It's actually made of vinyl. Looks really very, very neat. I'll probably use a couple of these, like the thermal bottle. I'll probably keep that for something else, you know. That would look great, like on a big rig, you know, thrown up on a dashboard or something, kind of thing. But yeah, so that's one kit I picked up there at Hobby Lobby again. You could probably figure out what this will be for, but not for quite some time, if we have the build again next year. I got the Meng World War II US M4A1 Sherman tank. From, again, Meng. So, again, probably could figure out what that one probably would be for. A kit I bought from Italy off eBay. And this was a kit I saw Chris Cortell, Classic Plastic 101, feature. And I thought it was the coolest thing ever because it's a diorama. It has all the parts in there included to make the diorama, and it's in, what is it, 1/76 scale. So I thought that was just so neat. And again, I looked out on eBay and around the internet, and I saw this. It wasn't too badly priced. So we went and got this, the Matchbox Morris C8 MK2 Jeep, the gun, and the truck here, which I'll show you the back. And you can tell this box is beaten up very well. Here's what comes with the kit. So you have the cobblestone road or street, and then those 2 vehicles with the gun behind it, and then, you know, the storefront and all that. So it's pretty wild. Now, I love my folks over in Italy, but I'll tell you what, they maybe need a lesson in how to ship things and package things, because this was the packaging they sent this with. It's basically glorified, you know, paper, just a little thicker than paper, wrapped, and then completely taped with a piece of cardboard on the top and a piece of cardboard on the bottom of the box, and that's how it was shipped, which is quite interesting. I'm not sure why they wouldn't just put it in a little cardboard box, but whatever it was, it actually did get here, thankfully, in pretty fair order. The box itself is a mess, but you know, the contents are perfect. Okay, on to some Reaper Mini stuff, although this guy isn't so small. He is called the Bluefrig miniature. It's going to be very hard to tell what he looks like. That's not him on the back either. So, yeah, he's pretty big. It comes with a very cool stand. And again, these aren't all that expensive. This might have been $15 or $18 for this off Amazon. There's a little bit of him there, his face and his head. Yeah, he's a big dude for being a Reaper Mini. And he's got lots of detail, as you can see. Lots of cool things. He's holding like this chain with, you know, all kinds of weapons and things. So it's pretty wild. Don't think I'll get to him very soon, but I thought he was cool. I like these guys a lot. I might be getting to these sooner than a lot of the other things, which are these two, they're calling them Town Guards. And they're pretty wild looking. I don't know. I guess it would make sense to paint them both at the same time so your colors are exactly right. But yeah, I may just do one of them just to see. But again, I may have to wait and see about doing both of them together. Here we go. We got another dude here. This guy is Darkswing Evil Priest. Sorry for all the names and stuff here, folks. I know nothing about that other than I think these guys look cool. As you can see, this is kind of an old guy with a beard. And he's got this scroll here and a huge, huge piece of blade there that's definitely very serious. Chains around his kind of his cloak and everything, his robe. So I just thought he was cool looking. He's not that big, as you can tell. There's my thumb. We got two more to go. Sorry for the length of the video. Quite a bit of stuff. Here's a cool looking, she is a 25th anniversary Lizette. It's pretty cool. You can't see her face, but she's got this long, and at least some people painted a long flowing red hair, and then the sword and everything is pretty wild, and it's even set on a little tiny base there. Pretty cool. And one last one. We have the Elus Mon Wizard Dark Heaven. Again, I just thought he looked cool. He's holding like a flame there, or something with a flame coming out of it. Again, I don't have any connection to any of these things other than I think they look cool. And I looked up, you know, they're basically, when I looked them up to see what they look like, they're painted already. So you get an idea of, you know, what they might look like. Because you can do anything you want with these figures, which is kind of cool. You can paint them any way you like. So that's it, folks. Sorry, it's 14 minutes. Hope you found it mildly interesting. Hope you're all doing well. Hope your projects are going well. And we'll talk to you in a bit. Okay, cheers.